in the game, it's about time. This is my time, this is my time. The only thing I consider impossible is losing. I've been waiting on the sidelines for a long time. Now I'm finally getting in the game, it's about time. This is my time, this is my time. The only thing I consider impossible is losing. On the sidelines for a long time. Now I'm finally getting in the game, it's about time. This is my time, this is my time. The only thing I consider impossible is losing. I've been waiting on the sidelines for a long time. Now I'm finally getting in the game, it's about time. This is my time, this is my time. The only thing I consider impossible is losing. On the sidelines for a long time. Now I'm finally getting in the game, it's about time. This is my time, this is my time. The only thing I consider impossible is losing. I've been waiting on the sidelines for a long time. Now I'm finally getting in the game, it's about time. This is my time, this is my time. The only thing I
Can you turn your light off? I guess it's hard for me to sleep like this.
I'm almost over this chapter. I got about 30 more minutes.
30 minutes?
Yeah.
I can't sleep. All right.
A few moments later.
Babe, I mean, it's been 10 minutes. Can you please shut it off? I got to wake up early in the morning.
I have about 20 more minutes on this chapter. This is my only time to read.
I understand, but I have to get up early in the morning. Can you just read in the morning? I mean, I have a lot I have to do tomorrow.
Didn't you just get a sleep mask?
You know what? You right.
Use it.
Manta sleep, baby.
I don't know how you sleep with that thing on.
It's actually comfortable. Pitch black. I don't have to worry about your light. I'll be able to sleep just fine.
Well, enjoy it. Looks good on you.
This actually feels good. Good night, baby.
Good night, love you.
Love you too.
Ladies and gentlemen, check out Manta Sleep. The link to the website is in the description of this video. Make sure that you use promo code TDPHINSTALK. That is TDPHINSTALK. Again, make sure you check them out. Supporting our sponsors is supporting the channel. If you can't sleep when it's bright, these masks will turn out the light. Manta Sleep. Check them out.
What's up, ladies and gentlemen? Welcome back to TDPHINSTALK, home of the real Miami Dolphin fans. Here we go again. Breaking news, Tyreek Hill puts Miami Dolphins' entire season in jeopardy. All right, so basically there's a lot of stuff going on right now with Tyreek Hill Not a lot of stuff, just something that happened over the weekend, just to let you all know what actually happened. Tyreek Hill went fishing over the weekend. I love fishing. I'm happy for him. Get some time, relax. You know, you're a superstar. You know, you don't need to be, practicing all day. You get to, you're so good. You get to go do things like golf and fish and all of that. But according to reports, Tyreek Hill went fishing with Drew Rosenhaus, the agent. A lot of these guys is agent. And Tyreek Hill wasn't supposed to get on a boat yet. He didn't have access to the boat yet. And I guess one of the employees tried to tell him, hey, you can't go on yet, or whatever it may have been in those regards. And somehow it ended up being an altercation where Tyreek Hill ends up slapping him upside the head. And based off of the same reports, well, I have to back up. Well, I have to go forward. This is where it's weird. And I'm starting to get a little bit more concerned because the initial report was no charges. The person that got slapped does not, they're not pressing charges yet. Whole bunch of people keep putting yet, right? Now, this happened on Sunday. So if you slap somebody in the head and you go about your business on Sunday, somebody called the police for them to be at the marina on Monday, interviewing the person it happened to, interviewing the witnesses, and investigating what happened. Somebody reported it. Somebody brought it to the police and said this is an issue. Now, the unfortunate part about today's legal system, you no longer need the victim to participate for you to be brought up on charges. Because now I'm seeing reports that there might actually be footage of this. None has been released, and we don't know how factual that is. But I'm going to tell you now, if there is footage of this crap happening, it is a wrap. And I hope there's no footage. In today's legal system, what a lot of people don't understand, because I'm reading these comment sections, well, the guy's not pressing charges, so this is nothing. In today's legal system, he ain't got to press charges. The district attorney can bring charges of their own. Period. Oh my God. First of all, I hope there's no video. Number two, come on, Tyreek. Come on. Again, we haven't heard from Tyreek in his camp. We haven't heard from Drew Rosenhaus in his camp. We haven't heard from the Dolphins. There hasn't been any public denial. We don't know if this is true or not. All we know is that whatever happened was alleged to happen on Sunday. The police were at the marina at Hollover, which me and my dad, we always go through the Hollover cut to go deep sea fishing out there. So I'm very familiar with Hollover. Well, most of y'all fishermen in Miami are, because that's where you got to go out of, unless you go to Fort Lauderdale. But we ain't heard nothing. And all the news stations, so this is the timeline. The alleged assault happened on Sunday. The police were out at the marina on Monday investigating everybody and interviewing and taking statements. And on Tuesday, today, all the news stations called the police department, and the police department has verified that they are investigating indeed an assault allegation on Tyreek Hill. But they didn't give any more details after that. I hate this situation because we can minimize it and say, oh, it ain't going to be nothing, because it may not be. But I hate this situation because based off of just the basic itty bitty evidence, no, not evidence, information that we have, the itty bitty information that we have, this can blow up like that. This can blow up like that. And I'm going to be honest with y'all. I hope Tyreek and his camp done already got a hold of this man and said, hey, man, here comes some money, man. Just leave this alone if there's no footage. Because if it's footage, he could be charged anyway. I hope that they taking care of that. The Dolphins and everybody is taking care of this situation. And don't get me wrong, that's not me condoning assault, because you shouldn't be walking around here slapping nobody, putting your hands on nobody. I see some of y'all in the comment section. It was just a slappy slap. Man, it's 2023. You bump into me wrong and you got money, I'm getting paid. But at the end of the day, a slappy slap is an assault. And I'm going to tell you now, man, law enforcement's very funny. I know it didn't happen in Miami-Dade, but you remember Tyreek's last allegations, his last legal situation in which they feel he got away with one, where a woman and a child was involved. So nobody's going to be looking to do him any favors. They already have a preconceived bias and everything against him anyway. So nobody's going to be looking to, cut the man a break. It ain't that serious. No. They love to take a Tyreek Hill, make it $30 million in other things that they look at. And they love to take him and make an example out of him. They love to. Unfortunately, in our legal system, everybody isn't created equal. Everybody don't get the same shake, unfortunately. That's right. Sad but true. Everybody don't get the same shake. Oh my gosh, and I told y'all, this is that season. This is a 2-part season. This is make sure you give your spouse, your significant other, and all of that your undivided attention, because it's their season. There's no sports. You give them your undivided attention so that they can give you a little break whenever football comes back around. They don't have you up in Target during the game. That's one. Number 2, this is also the season to sit back as football fans and say, who's going to get in trouble? Who's going to go to jail? Who's going to screw it up? And I just hope it ain't nobody on my team. I just told y'all that a few days ago. I just didn't. Am I lying? Didn't I just tell y'all that a few days ago? This is that season. Who going to jail? Who screwing up? Who doing? And the Patriots already got it with one of their best corners. Face up to 30 years. Two 9s in his bag. I don't know why y'all keep saying this is nothing, a slap. What that got to do with the legal system? I don't know why some of y'all in this comment section, it was just a slap. It's assault. I don't care if it was you assaulted me. Now, me personally, man, stop crying. Get over it. I get it. But y'all acting like this is just a brush over thing. All it takes is for this man to say, yeah, it happened. And Tyreek getting charged. He's getting charged. Oh, it was just a slap, man. All right. Go out there and start slapping people. See where you end up. Somebody says simple assault isn't that much for time or restitution. Man, I don't know what y'all thinking about, I ain't worried about this legal situation. He did the crime. He paid the time. That's his business. But if that man go get arrested for simple assault or whatever assault, NFL new collective bargaining agreement, minimum 6 games. I don't know what y'all think about. I ain't worried about his whether he going to jail or not. That's his business. He did it. I talk about the Miami Dolphins and the implications it has for us. Yes, based off of what I read up, assault charges in the NFL with the new collective bargaining agreement, minimum 6 games. Unless there's some type of appeal and the commissioner want to change that or something. But let me ask you, imagine Tyreek Hill not playing our first 6 games. How do you feel? How do you feel, Dolphin fans? And you know what, Cullen Jordan, you are so right. I'm just hoping the NFL would operate this way. The NFL actually does not need him to be charged to take action. All they need to know is that he did it, and they could take action. Tyreek is already at risk of being suspended. We just got to hope in the next few days it comes out that, oh, that was a lie, and we'll let the league go. Okay, now they denying it, and then they going to sweep it under the rug, pay some money, and then ain't nothing happen. So hopefully we hear stuff like that in the next few days. But I'm telling y'all, I'm a little weirded out by this situation because the first report was the victim is not pressing charges at this time, but yet the police are out there investigating it the next day, which means somebody brought it to the police's attention. I mean, think about it. You at a marina, Tyreek Hill slaps a man. Some regular Joe Schmo ain't just like, hey, police, Tyreek had slapped the man. No. It has to be the man that got slapped or his boss or somebody at the marina that felt something wasn't right and they decided to contact the police. Otherwise, why would the police ever even know to be there to go investigate it? You think Tyreek around here, yeah, I slapped the fool and yeah, tell the police and I tell the police. No, that ain't what's happening. So who the heck called the police in the first place? And that tells you something going on for a simple slap, as some of y'all are calling it. And I'm telling you, I've already spoke to somebody that said there is footage. I ain't heard a single report of it yet. So don't mock me on that, but what was told to me that there's footage, but until I see it, it don't exist. But if footage come out, man, I don't care if it is a simple a slappy slap. It's a wrap. The reason why this could be a little nasty is because, let's be honest, right? We don't know what happened, but about 99% of us in the back of our mind, dang, Tyreek slapped the dude, right? Like in the back of our mind, yeah, Tyreek does slap the dude. Because otherwise it would have been came out easily. Oh, this is a false report. This is a guy trying, so even though we still don't know. So I ain't taking that approach. But I just feel like this could get nasty because whoever got slapped, they working at a marina. Typical guy working at a marina. He may after 1 or 2 days, he may understand that he could get about 5 to 10 years worth of his pay for a slappy slap. I mean, let's be honest, right, ladies and gentlemen? After a day or two, you realize, man, that was Tyreek Hill. He did slap me. I didn't put my hands on him, telling him he can't go on the boat. He got heated. He slapped me. Man, I can get about 10 years worth of my salary paid in this situation, if not more. Oh, we got it on film too? Oh, I can get about 20 years of my salary paid. Even if we ain't got it on film and he deny it, I can at least get 5 years worth. 250,000, 500,000. Who on camera? Yeah, over $1 million. Patrick Gallagher said, "Would you sue him, TD?" Ain't no question. Well, I'm a very analytical thinker. When he slapped me, I'm going to automatically look for cameras. Oh, there go a camera. Then I'm putting them, I'm putting every bit of them brakes on him that I could. I don't know if I could beat Tyreek Hill, but I know one thing. I'm giving him everything I got because ain't no grown man just gonna slap me to slap me. So you slap me, I'm giving you everything I got, and I'm suing you. So absolutely. Ain't nobody playing with nobody around here. You don't put your hands on me. Because I'm doing my job telling you you can't get on the boat yet. And you gonna treat me, try to embarrass me and treat me like a child and pimp slap me in the back of my head like you just this superior over me or something like that? Nah, we ain't getting down like that. We ain't getting down like that. Not at all. And I'm somebody who actually thinks before I react. So I'm going to listen within 3.5 seconds. No matter of fact, quicker than Tua release the ball, probably 1.7 or something like that. I'm going to already know what's the best move that I'm covered. I'm going to already know, is there a wall behind me? Does that constitute staying your ground? I mean, everything is already working. No, you don't see, and that's part of the problem. I'm not finna sit here and be going to work every day, doing my job and doing it to the best of my ability, and somebody think they can be entitled to just come and put their hands on me just because they think they can. No, you're gonna pay for that more than one way, because I'm telling you, I'm giving you everything I got. If it don't work in my favor, it is what it is, but I'm gonna give you everything I got, and I'm gonna sue you. So absolutely, to answer your question, absolutely. Would you sue him, TD? Absolutely. Listen, he misses 6 games for us with me. He misses 6 games for us with me. Man, listen. I'm gonna have season tickets in a suite. I'm gonna have a few million in the account after that. It ain't even close. You ain't gotta ask TD them kind of questions ever in your life. Ever in your life. Yes, you don't disrespect me and think you could just treat me like I'm some type of slave or something. Like, no, that ain't happening. It's not. So yes, I would sue him. Big time. And I might even sue his agent. Are y'all writing this fishing trip off as a business expense? If so, hey, I'm suing your agent too. Y'all on business. And if you don't know, that's how some of that stuff works. But yeah, man. But still, man, if all of this is true though, and he did do that, you see, that's just nasty stuff, man. You can't be doing. See, this is what I don't understand. This is where let's have a real conversation. Screw the fact of me suing him. That's just me, okay? All right. Screw all of that. Let's have a real conversation. Humanity. What gives one man the right? I don't care what somebody says or anything. What gives you the right to put your hands on another man? Woman or anything? Anything. What gives you the right? Like, and here's another thing I don't understand about these athletes, entertainers that make millions. Look at what you're getting paid, and you still putting yourself in positions to where you're meddling with people that can toss everything for you. It's like the John Morant crap. I never understood that. Like, are you not wise enough to protect what you have built? You, like Tyreek Hill, for instance, you are skilled, you are rare, you are amazing at what you do, you are phenomenal, you're going to be a Hall of Famer, and you can just slap somebody because you didn't like something or they talked to you some type of way or whatever. Let me say, I don't care what a person says. And to me, that's part of the problem with society today. We take words and reply with physicality, like physical. We defend ourselves against words with physical, with physical harm. No, you don't have that right. You don't have that right. You don't put your hands on nobody. You don't put your hands on nobody, man. Y'all talking about blame Will Smith. Yeah, I guess. I just, ladies and gentlemen, I just don't understand that. There's not a single word in this world that will cause me to put my hands on another man. You could talk about my mama. You could talk about my family. You could say racial slurs to me. What come out your mouth doesn't bother me. It never will. And we've built this society where we're trying to hold people accountable for their words so much that even people will justify physical assault. It's like watching a video and somebody say something racist to a black man and then he beat him up. Yeah, black people are gonna be like, I'm gonna tell you now, black people are gonna be like, yeah, that's what you get. I'm gonna be in the comment section if it's racist and say, yeah, that's what you get. But that still didn't give you the right. Now go on to serve that time or whatever it took for doing it. It's the cost you pay. No, nothing justifies putting your hands on somebody. Nothing. And I'm sorry, I just feel like it's the weakest part is feeling like you got to put your hands on somebody because of what they say. TD replied to what H commented and teach him a lesson. Now, what are you talking about? I don't see a H. H. Where was all this when Watson was going through his troubles? You gave Watson the benefit of the doubt, but not giving Tyreek the benefit of the doubt. Ladies and gentlemen, did Watson come out immediately and say this ain't true? Did Watson come out immediately and say, I'm going to protect my reputation? Okay, he's fighting against it. Did you not hear me earlier in this comment section? Didn't you hear me earlier when I said they've reached out to Rosenhaus, they've reached out to Tyreek, they've reached out to the Dolphins, and none of them have responded. So right now we're left in limbo with our opinions until they respond. And if Tyreek comes out and say this is all lies and this ain't true, then we go from there. Now we got a he say, she say. And at the end of the day, innocent until proven guilty. Right now, it's a party saying, hey, this is what happened to me. And we're all like, man, that's tough. What did the other side say? Nothing. Hey, that's all the information we got. And in regards to Deshaun Watson, let's get something straight. I've been one of the main people that said in his situation the entire time, I know he did stuff with all of them. What I'm talking about is, did he assault anybody? Did he RAPE anybody? Did he force anybody to do anything outside of their permission? And when you read the lawsuits, it was no forcing or anything. And that's why no charges were brought. There were a whole bunch of, well, I felt I had to, because if I didn't, it could mess up my reputation or mess up my business or mess up my future. I thought that I may be blackballed out of getting work in the industry or whatever it may be. Them ain't crimes. And by the way, let's get something straight. Me giving Watson the benefit of the doubt, it still didn't change anything. You know why? He was never charged. And I told y'all from day one, when I read the complaints from the women, he's not going to be charged, whether he did it or not. Now, if he was charged, he belonged under the jail. Matter of fact, he could be in a cell with R. Kelly for all I care. So hopefully that clears that up for you. This Tyreek Hill situation. You don't walk around putting your hands on nobody. Now, if he comes out and say, I didn't do that, then, hey, we got a whole different conversation here. But until he does, this is the information we have. All right, we all jumping to conclusions. Nobody's jumping to conclusions. We just told you what was alleged. Police are investigating it. And if it's true, you don't do that. You don't do that to people. We need to talk about how many games. Well, Glenn, we don't know if we still got to wait. I'm just hoping that ain't no video to this. I'm hoping there's no video to this, because I was told that there is video of this. So if someone accuses someone else of something, that means it happened. It means all we have is the information that was given. And if true, this is how we talk about it. If not true, let's wait to hear from the other side to see. So you got to understand, this conversation is going in a direction of, this is what's alleged, and if it's true, let's talk about it. Because we've already said, if it's not true, which we hope is not, then it don't matter. Remember, Tyreek Hill has a history of abuse, allegedly, since we got the politically correct people in the comment section. Allegedly. Nah, the police has actual video of the altercation. You saw that too, David? I'm oh boy. I just hope I just hope that they just I don't know. Find him and they slap on the wrist like the owner. Please. They don't do players like the owners, bro. Not at all. Not at all. Not at all. Somebody said, so there is video. I was told that there was video. I was told by my uncle, who's a sheriff down there, that there is video. But I've also saw a report that there was video, but nobody else is talking about video. I read one of the articles that said there was supposedly video evidence. But I haven't seen anything that confirmed it, which is shocking because, we would have it. But when the police went out on Monday and they did all their stuff, they might have got the video evidence. I hope not. I hope that, and even if it is, well, they might brush it under the rug. That would be nice. That would be nice. I mean, not to let a man get away with assault, but listen, at the end of the day, I'm gonna tell y'all now, Tyreek Hill ain't on that field for 6 games. What's your level of confidence? What is your level of confidence? Miami-Dade offer work release for their inmates. You need to stop. You need to stop. Please stop. Okay. Oh my gosh, that's funny. It's only football. He did the crime. He does the time. No excuse. I mean, an assault charge, if it ends up being that, he wouldn't. I don't think Tyreek would get much time anyway, because y'all gotta understand, an athlete like Tyreek Hill doing stuff in the community and all of that, blah blah blah. Y'all know how that worked. He would probably, even if something happened where he was charged, there would be, in his situation, there may be a plea deal where he has a fine and has community service or something like that. Listen, even if they have video evidence, Tyreek ain't going to jail. They could have video evidence of Tyreek just tearing this man up. It's highly unlikely he going to jail. It's highly likely he going to jail, okay? So a fine with 50 hours community service, some crap like that probably. But for us, the NFL would come down hard because of the previous alleged situation. They would come down hard. They would. Yeah. Because last time the league found that he did not violate the league personal conduct policy, and they did not. So therefore, they did not suspend him. They decided not to suspend him. But this time, if there is evidence, then Tyreek Hill, listen, at the end of the day, this is all I'm saying. If there's a video of him pimp slapping another man, I don't care how hard or soft it is, he's getting suspended. Let's just be honest. If there's a video, whether he's charged or not, if there is video evidence of Tyreek Hill putting his hand on somebody, he's getting suspended. Do you agree? Yes or no? Let me know what you think in the comment section. Let me know what you think in the comment section. I'm curious. If there's video evidence of Tyreek Hill putting his hand on somebody else, is he getting suspended? Yes or no? Not for 6 games. Or maybe not. But is he getting suspended? Somebody said no, just the fine. Video evidence. Because you do understand the video is going to be released at some point. That's the one thing that's going to happen. If there's video evidence, it will be released at some point. A fine. You think the NFL is going to get away with only giving him a fine when he makes $30 million a year? uh, So I see most of y'all agree. If there is video evidence, he will get suspended. How long he'll get suspended, we don't know. We don't know. I could tell you this: anything more than 2 games would be appealed by Tyreek and his team anyway. So if the league says 6, he'll appeal it. It may end up being 3 or 2. If the league says 4, he'll appeal it. It'll be 2. If the league says 2 and he appeals it, he gonna get them 2. He might even get more after that. So we'll see. We'll see. So right now it's just a matter of let's wait it out. Let's see if there's video evidence. But we really want to hear if it happened or not from Tyreek in his camp. See, this is how you'll know. If they just deny it, that's one thing. Like, because there's a world where, say there isn't any video and these reports are crap and what was told him he was crap, right? There's no video. Then if he denies it, it's a whole nother process, right? And that's the most favorable. If there's no video evidence, he denies it, and the other guy doesn't press charges. Hopefully he doesn't, or he don't flip-flop. And he don't press charges, this thing is done. It's a wrap. Now, if there is no video evidence and the guy does eventually press charges and say that it happened, now we got to sit back and be like, what is the NFL going to do? Even if he denies it. Because obviously there's probably witnesses in this situation. And it ain't never going to no trial or no, because obviously a civil suit will be filed if he decides he wants to press charges. That means he's about to take this civilly. And if that happens and you got a witness, what will the NFL do then? That could just be a fine because there's no video evidence. And as he say, she say, even though there is one witness, the problem with this whole situation, a lot of people would have to lie for him because they're probably talking to Drew Rosenhaus, asking him what happened. See, stories got to align now. So now that what the agent got to be like, I didn't even see it happen. I don't even know what's going on or whatever. See, the police are nasty in situations like this too. Say they have footage. They don't have to let you know you don't have footage unless you lawyer up and stuff. And they charge you. They don't have to let you know. They could be sitting on the footage and then go interview you, your agent and everything. And nobody wants to get caught lying, especially if you have footage. Now it's a real rap. Now you got even more charges. So this is a very interesting situation. If they're smart, they're doing all they can to get in touch with the parties involved in dealing with this man-to-man and realizing if you did this for sure, then admit that you were wrong and go ahead and take care of that man and just be like, my bad, bro, and, you know, get him some tickets and, you know, some autograph stuff and some money and call it a day. You don't want these kind of troubles. Little petty troubles too, but can blow up in your life because you got so much on the line. Somebody said Tyreek just mushed him. Assault. I mean, what is it? No matter how y'all frame it, pimp slapped him. It was a slappy slap, a mush, assault. Like, why do y'all not understand? It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. Like, y'all can frame this however you want. But if I'm Tyreek and his people, grab that dude and brush all this under the table, get back to camp, and hey, no charges will be filed and nothing is coming of it. And It is what it is. Take the Xavier Howard approach. The last year, the Xavier Howard approach. Oh, y'all probably don't remember that. And y'all probably don't remember later in the season how everything was just brushed over. The lawsuit was dropped. And then some people put out there it was all false claims. Okay. 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 So go ahead, do what you got to do and brush this under the rug, man. Get all of this out of the way, man. What would you do, TD, if you are Tyreek, TD? And I just slap somebody? I just told you what I do. I got my team. Hey, that's like right now, if I'm Tyreek Hill and I'm realizing this is a bigger issue, if I did it, right? If he did it. If I did it and I'm Tyreek Hill and it's 11:30 at night on a Tuesday and I'm realizing this is bigger than my whole team. Y'all got to get over here to the house. All right, this is what's going on. How can we get in contact with the people at the marina? First thing in the morning when they open. Y'all, matter of fact, go out there now. They do midnight fishing. Find a dude. Tell them we want to sit down. We want to talk. I'm so sorry. I want to make this right. Let's sit down and have a man-to-man conversation on how we can make it right. And it's that simple. I'm giving the marina something. Hey man, I'm about to upgrade your docks. That dude, hey man, here's a little something. And I got you some tickets and stuff for the fam for the season. Whatever. Get this crap out the way. Get this crap out of the way. Don't let little stupid stuff like this tarnish your Hall of Fame career. What would I do? I'm trying to make this right. Police around here interviewing. Can we square this away, man? I'm tripping. I'm so sorry. I should have never did that to you, bro. Matter of fact, you want to slap me back? Do you? And I ain't listen as hard as you want to. It is what it is. Because if you're wrong, you're wrong. If you're wrong, you're wrong. So, I mean, that's just me. That's just me. I got too much on the line. I got too much to lose. So, hey, let's try. Let's square this away. Let's make this even. And on Wednesday, I'm coming out to the media. Hey, I heard there was some allegations that I did. I done already had Buddy sign documents and everything, non-disclosures and everything at this point. I done squared it away. I'm in the media. I heard there's these rumors that y'all got to stop believing what y'all hear in the media. Matter of fact, I'm sick of this lying media, man. All that me and Drew was out there catching sharks. You saw it on film. We were having a good time. And next thing you know, 2 days later, y'all out here talking about I'm hitting people. Where the person I hit? What are y'all talking about? Later today, you'll see the police say no charges are being brought because there's no evidence of me hitting somebody. Where did this come from? I'll be playing it all. Hey, this ain't even going to be the NFL going to be scratching their head like, I guess it was nothing. If it was me, that's where I'm going with it. I know, right? We went to catch a shark and caught a case. Well, it ain't happened yet. Tyreek will be fine. He makes too much money, and too much is at stake for this to become something. Like if Tyreek, if the police have evidence or Tyreek gets charged or something like that, shame on him and his team. See, I just don't understand it. Like, when you're making $30 million a year, you got to have a team with you at all times. No yes men. And this is where all these players fall off. They full of yes men around them. The reason why I say that If I slap somebody on Sunday, the team around me, it's their job to have that crap resolved by Sunday evening, Monday morning latest. So when the police show up Monday and ask for video footage, oh, we done already purchased that. We done already got that and all the copies. Ain't no video footage. You're going to have to reach out to TD Entertainment for a copy, and we done burnt them. Come on, man. You got to have a team when you're making that kind of money. People who follow you all day, because anything you do, it is their job to make sure you're seen in the most positive light when you're making that kind of money. TD FINSTALK, Chris Carter always say to have a fall guy. Yeah, something like that. He said, bro, this is light. Yeah, it is light. 2-game suspension is light too. Somebody said it was a flop. Yeah, but people, hey, that whistle still get blown. Man, wrong, TD. The more people you roll with, the more trouble. No. I'm not saying a whole bunch of people, but it's your team. It's you, your right-hand man, whoever that guy is, who's not a yes man, and maybe one other person. That might be your team, not this group of 10. Just your team. You're supposed to have people, when you're making that kind of money, you got to have people around you that say, hey, bro, what you about to do, or what you doing, or what you did, I don't know if I could rock with that. You may want to think that. Or we may need to, do some damage control now because it could be bigger than even you even realizing right now. Just saying. TD, would you hit him back? I mean, in the spur of the moment, yeah. Now, don't get me wrong. If I don't hit him back, I'm getting more money. But listen, man. I just hope these situations nobody want to be in. I personally don't believe in fighting, nor is it necessary. In today's world, I don't think men should fight. Anytime you get into a fight with a man, I believe that at the end of the day, both of you should have the mentality that it's to the end, because the other person could be thinking that and you may not know that. So you have to be in that mode regardless. You can't take that chance. So real men should be avoiding fights at all costs. Real men should be avoiding fights. No real man wants to fight, but no real man is going to stand to be disrespected either. Not disrespected in words, it is what it is, but physically, no real man is going to allow you to disrespect them. Physically. That I just don't know any that would. At least that's how I was brought up. That just ain't happening. Because you do it once, you're going to do it more, and it's going to get worse and worse. That's that bully stuff. No. But yeah. Glenn said, I have not fought on 33 years because fights hurt, win or lose. Yeah, I haven't fought since middle school, bro, that I can remember. I ain't fight since middle school. On my way home. It's been a long time. But again, I don't know any men that are just looking to be fighting people. Even if you got differences, and I ain't talking about all this internet thug stuff, all this internet tough guy stuff. Just in general life. It's just not common, unless you're living that kind of life. And I don't live that kind of life. I'm trying to be more productive with mine. TD, every year there's something with this team, bro. It never fails. It never fails, man. It always is something. You're right. We just hope to get through it every time. Yeah, just hope to get through it every time. Marina worker doesn't want to press charges yet. We'll see. That's not true, TD. The nature of the incident has to be substantiated. If the person said they were playing, it's nothing. The person has to feel the incident was aggressive assault. I'm not sure what context you're talking about. That's the Tyreek thing or just men fighting. I'm gonna take it as you're talking about the Tyreek thing. Bro, you put your hands on somebody, whether they were playing or not, you can get sued. You could be brought on charges. I don't get what you're saying. That's like me literally opening my palm and just bah! Cross your face and it's all red. I'm just playing, bro. I'm just playing. What, the police have to be like, yeah, we can't charge him though, because he said he was just playing. He was laughing the whole time. That ain't how it work, man. No, it does not. It ain't no incident has to be substantiated. Assault is assault. If I say assault, it was assault. That means I didn't want what you gave me, and you gave it to me anyway. Now, I can see if you're talking about, hey, let's play the slapping game. Oh, that was too hard. You know, I'm going to press charges. That's different. That was an agreed upon thing, and you didn't like the outcome. That's different. That's different, bro. When a person say they were playing, it's nothing. In what world? In what world? See all these people out here getting assaulted in court in front of a judge? Your Honor, I was just playing. Do they get off? No, that ain't how it work, man. No. Sure, something about Lil Wayne. Not a whole season. Doubt that. No, man. Listen, again, in my opinion, none of this will matter. No charges will be brought. There won't be any suit. As long as there's not video, there's no evidence for the NFL to step in anyway and say that he violated the conduct policy. None of that. It'll all be brushed over. I think this will turn out to be nothing, TD, and if anything, it will be minor consequence. What does minor consequence mean, Olu? But I agree with you. It'll turn out to be nothing. I think that's what we all are wondering. How did it get to the police? Exactly. That's all that I care about right now. How did this even come to the police? How did they know to go to the marina and investigate an alleged assault? How did they know? How? What made them alerted them to go? What would you do if Aaron Rodgers hit you, TD? And he made $55 million a year or something like that, right? We straight. We straight. I cry. I cry in joy. I cry with so much joy. Aaron Rodgers just blah at TD. Yeah, I got him crying. Yeah, you do. Oh, thank you, Lord. Oh my gosh, it's a miracle. Man, I be crying in joy. Crying in joy. It was on camera. It was on camera. Oh my gosh, they got it live. You already got a copy. Oh my gosh. Oh man. Oh my gosh. Oh man. I'm telling y'all, boy, Aaron Rodgers. All right, Aaron Rodgers. You got two options. I need 10 million, or we could go do a little darkness retreating and agree on something. Oh my gosh. What up, Andre? I'm good. Oh my gosh. Y'all don't even understand. And Rodgers slapped me. I'm in I'm in the court. Listen, shoot, I ain't gotta make it to court. That settlement will be good enough. Man. When Rodgers throw at RD this year, hopefully we pick it off. LOL TV. It's at the investigation phase. If it gets to charge phase, we have problems. Unnecessary BS and bad media play. Yeah, that's true, Patrick. Now, even if it doesn't get to charge phase, again, we still gotta hope there's not video, because you know how the NFL is. It don't matter if you were charged or not. Did you violate our code of conduct? Did you violate our policies of code and conduct? That's all that matters. Did you violate it? And if you did violate it, the league got to deal with it. This all brush over though, y'all. Did that guy fall right, TD? I don't think the guy fell at all. I just think Tyreek may have, like, I don't even know. I don't even know what happened. Somebody say mushed. Somebody said a little slappy slap or whatever. I don't know. We won't know unless some footage is released, if there is footage. Amen to that. At least he ain't bring two handguns in an airport. Okay, I gotta say something about that again. Excuse me. Something is wrong. Like, real talk, y'all. Every time I hear about somebody getting arrested for having guns in their carry-ons at an airport, it is the most mind-boggling thing for me. Like, I just can't comprehend it. Every time that happens, I automatically assume somebody had to put it in there and they didn't know, or somebody's playing a joke on them or setting them up. But truth be told, that ain't what be happening. But I don't understand how any normal human being it don't make sense to me. I don't want to call nobody stupid, but it just doesn't make any sense to me. I don't understand it. Ian Baller said, yep, a slap and Tyreek Hill is now going to be suspended the whole year and no footage out yet either. TD loves reaching. You know, I got to be honest with you, Ian Baller. I don't understand you sometimes. It's stuff like this. You come and you put these false, honestly, stupid narratives. When did I ever say Tyreek was going to be suspended a whole year? Like, I truly want to understand you, Ian Baller. Why do you come in here with the stupidity sometimes like that? Yep, a slap. And Tyreek is now going to be suspended the whole year and no footage out yet either. TD loves reaching. Like, did anybody hear me say something like that once on this stream? Did anybody hear anything about me saying Tyreek going to be suspended for the whole season on the stream? It's fine, bro. I'm tired of the people that come over to do that stupid stuff just to confuse people and make them seem like I'm out here lying to people. That's all they do. They hate, so I'm just gonna block them. Sorry, Ian Baller, man. I ain't never had nothing against you, bro. But at this point, I see your angle. That's what you do over here on this channel. You just come to talk negative about me. And just lie to try to make me look bad. So it's a wrap, bro. I don't want you over here no more. All right, we good. And just tell me I know where he from, where he usually chill. All right, company had to call police. If not, they are liable and can be sued. This way they are protecting the employee and will not be sued. That makes sense. That makes a lot of sense. That makes a lot of sense. The company called because they could be liable for not protecting their employee. TD fans thought don't get block happy like clueless Dan Mitchell. Oh, I don't even block people, bro. And even that guy, even Ian Baller, in like a month, I'm gonna unblock all the people I block. I don't really like blocking people. I just don't like people trying to smear the channel. They'll come in the comment section and be like, "Oh, TD spreading false lies, saying this and that," which I never said. They just come in just in lying. But I understand what they're doing. They're on a mission. You know, certain people send them on missions. But it's all good. Yeah. Will he get suspended with his background? Isn't this well, that went by fast. Dang, I lost your comment. Oh, here it is. Will he get suspended with his background? Isn't this his second strike? No, no, no. The first strike, they determined he didn't violate the code of conduct, so there was no punishment. So you can't say somebody didn't do something and then count it a strike, NFL. So this will be the first. We're back at number one for him. So again, and this still hasn't been proven to be a strike. So they have to go through the process and see what happens. You know, um, it takes a lot for TD to block people. Yeah, yeah, yeah. You know I don't block people. You can call me an idiot. Well, that's a little not an idiot, but you could disagree with me. Tell me I don't know what I'm talking about. Tell me I'm wrong. Tell me my takes are trash, and you can do all of that. It ain't a big deal to me. I don't care what nobody else think about me. I just do me because I can do me better than anybody else. But all the disrespect, you out of here. Coming over here just making stuff up in my name, you out of here. It's that simple. Um, why does every Dolphin fan act like salary cap doesn't exist? Big fan, you ain't talking about me. I'm one of the main people over here that preach salary cap. Oh, it ain't real. Okay, then why Christian Wilkins ain't got his money right now? If salary cap ain't real, Christian Wilkins should have his money. Zeeler should have his money. Connor should have his money. Freaking what's his name? Um, Dalvin Cook should be here already at his desired price. All that salary cap ain't real stuff. They love throwing that out until we get into a situation like we're in now where Chris Greer's shaking his head, scratching his head on what he should do. I never see TD block hardly word. Yeah, man, it's rare. It's rare. I'd make it a point not to block people. So if you get blocked, you just being nasty. And I don't like I just don't like lies, trying to make somebody out to be something they're not. I don't like that. Victim was the charter boat employee, not Marina. Yeah, but are they responsible for him? You know what I mean? I think EM was just trying to say he thought you were overreacting. He may have been trying to say it, but I wish he would have said that. Right? I get what you're saying, Marcus. If that's what he was trying to say, then hey, he gotta try to say it. He gotta try to say it better. Oh man, he gotta try to say it better, man. Bad news is if the company called the police, they have footage to back up their claims. Yeah, Glenn, I'm trying not to think about footage, bro. I'm gonna be honest with you. I'm trying my best not to think about footage. All right. TD, you lie every season telling us we going to the Super Bowl. But at least I tell you that. I say, this is the fan TD speaking. For the record, when I'm being a fan, I lie every day as a fan. I don't be knowing it at the time. But this team will make you a liar. As a fan, we going to the Super Bowl this year. Let's see if they make me a liar. History shows you they always do. So, yeah, as a fan, but don't I, if you watch the channel long enough, don't I tell y'all I'm being a fan right now. We're going to win 14 games. And then I say, all right, I ain't being a fan, I'm being TDPHINSTALK. Trying to give you my honest analysis, whether it's right or wrong. Then I give you the real. But as a fan, I'm admittedly delusional. I want to be delusional. I want to believe everything gonna work out. I want to believe not a single soul gonna get hurt on this team. I want to believe Tua gonna throw 5,000 yards, 50 touchdowns, 2 interceptions. I want to believe that Tyreek gonna hit 2000s. I want to believe that Waddle gonna hit 1,500 and make the Pro Bowl for the first time. I want to believe that Jalen Phillips gonna be an All-Pro this year. I want to believe Toronto instead is gonna play 19 games instead of 17, instead of 12. I want to believe as a fan. But when I'm giving analysis, I got to be honest with y'all. See, and you know the saddest part about doing what I do? When I'm the fan, TD, everybody loves me. Basically, when I'm living in my delusion, when I'm telling you stuff that has no statistical nor proven evidence to support, everybody loves me. When I'm speaking and giving you hope, even though there's no basis to where it comes from, everybody loves me. They just love me. But the moment I'm honest, and even if it comes and turns out to be true and I was right, boy, I catch all kind of flack. Boy, they hate that. This guy knows nothing. He's an idiot. He's blah, blah, blah. And then 3 months later, it turned out I was right. I've been stopped watching that guy. He just never know what he's talking about. And they don't even remember the original thing that they say I ain't know what I was talking about, even though it ended up being right. Literally. It's sad. It's sad. I had somebody tell me a few months ago, and this will always stick with me. You know that I stopped listening to you when you said that the Dolphins could possibly trade Laremy Tunsil? I said, this guy don't know nothing. He has no clue about our team. Laremy Tunsil is one of our stars and one of our youngest stars. For him to say that they would trade him is just stupid. And he said, do you know I stopped listening to you because of that? And then when we traded Laremy Tunsil, I didn't remember that I stopped listening to you because I was listening to somebody else on the normal. And it took me 3 years later to realize, dang, you know what? I stopped listening to him because of something he was actually right about. Funny. Real funny. You also said we were definitely going to get Watson, to be fair, TD. Absolutely. Who is 100% on their takes out here? Who is 100% on their takes out here? And please don't name nobody that said as soon as Dalvin Cook released, he going to be a Dolphin the next day. As almost all of them was out here telling you. So I ain't gonna always be right on what I believe. Doggone right, I thought we were gonna get Watson. Top 5 quarterback, 10, at least 10 arguably, in his prime, in his youth. And we got Tua coming off of the 2 Flores seasons. Doggone right, I thought we was gonna get Watson. And we almost did. That's not, God, dog. Y'all stop sitting here acting like we weren't literally about to pull the trigger. Called the man. The reports have been verified. Called the man and said, if you could drop these cases right now, we coming to get you right now. It was a done deal. And then we find out later, all of them except one person dropped it. Said they would drop it for that settlement that they were offering. And one person held up. Do you know that it was one allegation that held up Watson being in Miami? Doggone right. I thought we was getting Watson. It made too much sense. Whew. The reason I subscribed is I like how TD can flip it. Flip it is funny. Put the team down on podcasts and say they win in a Super Bowl the next. not always saying the team is perfect anytime. I guess Glenn, man. I'll just on my channel, I'm tired. I got tired of being lied to, being wrong. So I started analyzing everything and being very critical. And it turned out the more critical I am of this team, the more right I am. TD a showman, LOL. That too. I'm blessed with the ability to be a showman. I could deliver my take and also entertain at the same time. And because I have fun, I'm filter free to a degree. And I like to joke. I like to, make a situation funny. I like to laugh about certain things, even things you shouldn't laugh about, just to not, be all somber and down about it. Just who I am. TD plays to his crowd for sure. Well, that's the biggest lie. Do you know what my crowd was 2 years ago, 3 years ago? I mean, people don't understand. I've lost half of my crowd. So how do I play to them? Whoever's left is what's left. Maybe they agree with me more. Maybe they align with what I believe more. And some don't, but most of my crowd I've lost because I don't play to my crowd. I play to me. Like, why is that so hard for people to understand? I play to me, and I tell you what I believe. I tell you what I think, and I'm prepared to be wrong. It's just what I think. It's that simple. Yeah, man. What was that? They just totally missed your explanation of TD the fan versus TD the impartial, objective observer. Yeah, but this is the world we live in now where, people, they just automatically, they're not really listening to you. They hear you, but they're not listening. Hearing and listening are two different things. Two different things. Seeing and watching, two different things. I mean, people don't understand that. They can hear every word I say, but they're not listening to what I say. They're hearing the words, and the ones that make sense for them to criticize, those are the ones that lock for them. And a few words after that gives the context that makes it okay, but they don't hear that. And then they say something stupid in the comment section. Then I elaborate and they say, well, you didn't say that. Go back and listen. I did. You just stopped listening because you thought you had me again. Your crowd is all the Tua haters. Well, maybe AB. Maybe AB. Maybe they all are Tua haters. But I don't agree with that because there's a lot of people that are viewers that love Tua. But again, if I have an opinion, it is what it is. So I can't control that. You have to understand that. If I think that let me give you an example. Take rappers or whatever. I'm just giving an analogy. Take Eminem and Lil Wayne, two great rappers, right? And if I say they're great rappers, I like Lil Wayne more than Eminem. That's just my preference. I can't control the fact that all the people that like Eminem more that watch me say I'm not watching him anymore. And I'm left with all the people who like Lil Wayne. It is what it is. I'm just being honest. That's why I tell people with this social media thing, if you do you, the people who rock with you or are more like-minded like you, they're going to continue to rock with you, and that's your group. That's how it works. Or if you're impartial and in the middle, then do you ever really have an opinion? If I have to play the field and never say anything critical or negative about Tua and praise the Dolphins, and even if it's a bad situation, make it look good. See, I could have came on tonight. Tyreek Hill was accused of blah, 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 blah. This ain't gonna go nowhere, y'all. Tyreek probably didn't even do it. This is probably just a bunch of crap. They trying to come at our boy and hate on him, and he, they trying to stop him from getting his 2,000. He gonna get it. That's not my honest opinion. It's not my honest opinion. So I'm never going to play the field like that's playing the field, trying to appease everyone, not giving your opinion because you know it's going to anger others. That's playing the field. That's manipulation. That's not you're telling people your true thoughts because you're scared you're going to lose a follower. No, to me, that's a cop-out. That's weak. Matter of fact, those people are using you. Those are the ones that are actually using you. They are playing to your emotions. Oh, I know they love, this new article that said, our quarterback was number 1 at this. Oh, I'm about to go live and pump that up. They going to love that. They going to eat that. They going to be donating to that. Yeah, some people are playing you. When sometimes in back conversations, they have a totally different opinion. So I'm sorry. I can only be me and be honest with people. I ain't trying to play nobody. Telling you the truth. So if the people who don't like Tua gravitate more towards me, it is what it is because I don't believe in his long term. I don't hate Tua. I love Tua. I just wish he could play like a franchise quarterback consistently. If he could just do that, I could be a cheerleader of his. I would love to just rock and cheer for Tua. But God, man, have y'all not looked at the fact that this man hasn't given us a single season yet that we can cheerlead about? You can't defend year 1. You can't defend year 2. And just when you thought you had something you could defend, he gets hurt and play. No, he gets hurt. Then he gets healthy. Then he plays bad. Then he gets hurt again. What you want me to do? How you want me to shift this lie? Just ignore the bad play when he wasn't hurt against San Francisco, when he wasn't hurt, when he wasn't hurt against the Chargers? When, in my opinion, he wasn't hurt against Green Bay and all of a sudden a mystery concussion must have happened? And then he out for the rest of the season? What fabrication do you want me to produce that isn't going to compromise me feeling like I'm being fake? I can't do that. You rocked and cheered for Tanny. What's the difference? And I'm glad you brought that up, ABAB. See, you make my point, and this is another perfect example of, do you even listen to my streams? I always preach on here, Tannehill is the one that taught me the lesson. All that defending I did of Tannehill. It's not him, it's the O-line. It's not him, it's the coaches. It's not this, it's not that. When at the end of the day, what is my conclusion on Tannehill? What did I say? Tannehill can't carry a team. He's a guy that needs everything around him to be successful. I changed my tone on Tannehill. And I'm still a fan of his. I can still be a fan of his. But he is not a quarterback who can carry a team. So yeah, I supported him. But then I also told you I was wrong. So since I was wrong about Tannehill, now I have an obligation to be wrong about Tua. You love on him too, even though I'm an adult, which means I learn from my mistakes. That's maturity. You learn from your mistakes. And the only thing I learned is stop praising these quarterbacks until they prove they're a franchise quarterback. And how do they prove they're a franchise quarterback? Go out and play at a high franchise quarterback level on a consistent basis. And the sad part is you want to see a guy perform at a high level for 2 straight seasons before you really feel like they're a franchise quarterback. And here we are out here talking about 4 or 5 games and trying to justify somebody being a franchise quarterback. Dolphins will be showcased in new NFL film production. It's called Hard Time. Good one. So after Tannehill, I said that I'm going to be very critical of my quarterbacks. And guess what? I still relapsed. The day we drafted Josh Rosen, the day we traded for Josh Rosen, I was bathing my son in the tub. He was a little baby at the time. I'll never forget. I was bathing him in the tub during the draft. I'm just on my phone looking at the updated picks, bathing my son, and next thing you know, we traded for Josh Rosen. I went live right away on my phone. Whoa, we got our franchise quarterback, man. I ain't even know nothing about no Josh Rosen. I just went right back into fan mode. For us to give a second round pick, this is it. Arizona just didn't know how to use them. We're going to know how to use them. Oh my gosh, we got our future. Oh, our next franchise quarterback, baby. Are y'all ready? I'm all on the stream. On my phone, bathing my baby right there. I'm in here bathing my baby, y'all. I relapsed. I told myself I wouldn't do it again, and there I was doing it again. So Tannehill, fool you once. Shame on you. Fool me twice. Shame on me. Fool me 3 times. You just can't get fooled no more. So I ain't finna be fooled. You're going to be our franchise quarterback, and then I will treat you as such. Until you are, you will not be treated as such. You will be analyzed, criticized, very detailed, very, I'm telling you, nitpicky. Because, hey, you got to be that dude. I'm going to talk about your flaws all day because I need you to get rid of them. And I need y'all to notice the flaws that they have so that you know why he either made it or he didn't. Let me ask y'all a question. And I know some people are going to be like, well, that ain't going to happen. Okay. What if Tua goes out there this year? He bombs it. He looks real bad. He's misfiring. He got 15 interceptions. He's just right back to square one. And I know most people, oh, that ain't gonna happen. If that's what you witnessed, what would you have to say to me? What would you have to say? It's not going to be, dang, TD, you were right. That ain't what it's going to be. You know what it's going to be? They still didn't really fix the O-line. Oh, Mike McDaniel, man. He should have did this and he should have did that. Y'all, It ain't gonna matter. There will always be a justification of why something didn't work out for Tua. Appreciate you, Davin. What's Tua's record against Justin, Joe, and Ryan Tannehill? I don't know. I don't think he's ever beat them. Maybe, I don't know. Did he beat Herbert or was that Fitz? I don't know. Y'all arguments are weak. We'll see what he does in the playoffs this year. Y'all going to change the goalpost again. All I know is the Dolphins are improving with him and it will be no different. That's funny. I love when people say that. Y'all going to change the goalpost again. This man ain't never played in the playoffs. What was the original goalpost? If they keep changing it, what? They asked them to play 6 games? Was that the goalpost? What was the original goalpost? They said the goalpost keeps getting moved. What was the original goalpost? What was the first goalpost? The sad part is you don't realize he probably ain't even still ain't even doing that. Nobody moving the goalpost. Y'all keep changing the characteristics of it. The original square one itty bitty goalpost, he still ain't doing that. Do you know what the original goalpost was for Tua Tagovailoa? Play at a high level on a consistent basis. That's it. We ain't had that in 3 years. That's the goalpost. It ain't never been moved. Y'all just sit there and be like, look at the quarterback rating. Yeah, but he ain't playing at a consistent level, at a high level at a consistent basis. Oh, you're moving the goalpost. No, you keep changing it, and then we remind you what it is. You say we moving it. Oh my gosh. The goalpost is always being the same. Play at a high level on a consistent basis. That's it. ain't no, well, you better have an 80% completion. You better have 40 touchdowns. Ain't none of that is part of the goalpost. The goalpost has been clear since day one, and it's the same for all quarterbacks that want to be a franchise quarterback. Play at a high level on a consistent basis. You know what that means? You can't have 2 and 3 game stretches of trash. You can't bomb it in December and January every year. You can't not be available for your team. That's what that means. You got to go put up W's with you playing at a high level on a consistent basis. Moving the goalposts. Don't forget what the original goalpost is. And he still hasn't even completed that. He hasn't scored yet. Y'all get all caught up on all these first downs. He still ain't getting the end zone, the original end zone. Doug Williams said, I can't stand the hate of our quarterback. Well, define hate, though, Doug. You got to define hate. Like, look at the conversation I'm having right now, right? Some people would deem what I'm doing right now as hate. But what have I said that is hated? Tua or hated on him right now. Real life longest yard starring Tyreek Hill. The man's gonna be fine, y'all. Y'all keep making these jokes. Doug said he produced. He produced, but what did he produce? Are you saying he just produced production? What did he produce? And whatever he did he produce it on a consistent basis? Did he do it consistently throughout an entire season? And I ain't talking about an occasional whiff game here and a whiff game there. That happens to all quarterbacks. But not no 2 trash games in a row. Not no December we trying to get in the playoffs and throwing 3 picks. It's interesting to me. He said exactly, Doug. He proved TD wrong on every occasion. How did he prove me wrong? What has he done that I said he couldn't do? Or what did I say he couldn't do? And you tell me that he's done it so far. Sometimes y'all just be talking to talk. Very detailed and very careful with my words. I would love to hear from y'all, same individuals, though, on what he proved me wrong with. I just want him to ball out like beginning of last season and stay healthy. Yeah, we hope so. We hope so. You said he cannot throw intermediate passes. I said Tua can't throw intermediate passes accurately. Ain't nothing changed. Every intermediate pass he throws, the receiver either jumping off their feet, reaching down low, reaching behind, rarely got their hands out in front of them, unless it's a wide open zone. Wide open zone, he just put the ball right in the spot. Y'all don't even understand the philosophy of my thoughts on Tua's game when I break down my take on the quarterbacks in this league. There are some quarterbacks that when they hike the ball, they're real time seeing and feeling the field. And they can identify a receiver that's coming open, and they can calculate real time, this is where he is about to end up. And I am going to put the ball right where I can see he's going to end up. That ain't Tua. Tua already knows what spot he's going to throw it in. He is not calculating the receiver to see if he's on pace to get to that spot. When Tua was with Flores was trying to make him be a baller, a gamer that was anticipating the spot. With Mike McDaniel, no, Tua, don't anticipate the spot, just put it in the spot. We're going to put the onus on the receivers to be in that spot. This is why every time they bumped the receiver and they disrupted the timing, Tua looked like the worst quarterback in the NFL. Am I wrong on that statement? Let me say that again. Am I wrong when I say when a corner jammed the receiver or disrupted the receiver's timing, Tua was bad. Am I wrong? Just for all that other stuff I said, you can disagree with. I'm not going to argue with you with it. But am I wrong with the statement that every time a receiver disrupts a corner or a linebacker disrupts the timing of the wide receiver, that Tua looks like he's at his worst? There's a reason why. Because he's going to put it in the spot that they practice, regardless of the timing. This is what we practice. I need you to get there at the time that we practice. That's not real-time quarterbacking. Feeling the field and knowing what's going on. Saying, hey, he's a little late. Let me adjust this pass because I can see he ain't on pace to what we practice. Why is it so hard for some of y'all to get that? It's all over the film. And it ain't like these guys still ain't wide open. Their timing was just disrupted. Yeah, it's I don't want to argue no more, man. Even if you see it on tape TD, you wouldn't believe it because you have a narrative. Well, that's what they believe. That's what many people believe. But all I could do is trust my eyes. I mean, I can't trust somebody else's. I got eyes just like them. You got eyes too. What do you see? That's all that matters. And if you don't see what I see, then I respect you sticking to your conviction. But when I cut on the tape, I see Tua put a ball in a spot regardless if the receiver's going to end up going there or not. He's going to put it where it's supposed to be if the timing was right. That's why the Chargers had the perfect game plan. That's why the Chargers had the perfect game plan. They did the doggone thing. There was nothing we could do about it. Give me a second. I don't even know if I still have that. Nope, wrong one. Yeah, give me a second. I'm trying to get this off my screen. Give me a second. Give me one moment. Oh, man. I love to find it again. I don't know what I did with it because some people don't even know what I'm talking about right now. Dang. And I don't know what I did with it. Do y'all even remember the video that I showed y'all of the Chargers coach game planning for us? Do y'all remember that? Mm. Man, I can't find it. Yeah, I had it. I don't get where I put it though. It's aggravating me. I'm gonna be honest, because I know my folders weren't rearranged. I'll find it another time for y'all, man. I don't know what happened to it. Mm.
Cincinnati does. I'm thinking about those receivers, that type. If you see anything from them.
Nah, it is what it is, y'all. Sorry. I have to find it for y'all later. I have to find it for y'all later. All right. Let me pull this up. I want Hill missing 4 games. Tua missing 5. Y'all in trouble. Nah, we'll be fine though. In all seriousness, the Dolphins will be fine, y'all. Yeah, we'll be fine. All right, let me see. True. Give me a second. Coverage. Gosh, this is killing me. Ugh. All right. All right, we good, man. I'm about to get out of here anyway. I done went over my hour. Tua will cook against all these defenses. Coaches just need adjustments. Yeah. Was Tua supposed to defy the first NFL coach that believed in him? I don't know. Tua was still learning the playbook. Hopefully, he'll have a better command and won't be spoon fed this year. Okay. Okay. We sure hope so. We sure hope so. 10-1 saying again night TD. All right, guys. Anyway, love y'all. Appreciate y'all. Thanks for tuning in. I gotta find this now. I'm like adamant on finding it now. It's crazy that I haven't. Don't make sense. I had the actual video. All right. Anyway, love y'all. Appreciate y'all. I'll talk to y'all later, man. Peace. I'm out.